Good afternoon, broadcasting live from Gaborone. This is your BTV News at 3 p.m. and I am Kaelo Sabone. Now in our headlines at this hour, Northwest District Assistant Commissioner Ra Mogaupe Gaborekwe says the annual natural disaster management training is imperative to prepare for specific hazards that might occur like floods. Gaborekwe expressed this during the Flood National Disaster Management closing ceremony held in Chanocha. Dumelang, and apologies for that mix-up. Now, the chairperson of the Companies and Intellectual Property Authority, Retsia Momutsumi, says despite the creation of the organization and others like it, there is still limited intellectual property awareness and entrepreneurial opportunities Africans could benefit from. He said this at the 47th session of the Administrative Council and the 19th session of the Council of Ministers of the African Regional Intellectual Property Organization held here in Gaborone. Tsulufelo Tombale.
The African Regional Intellectual Property Organization's membership believes in the power of various kinds of intellectual property to solve many of the continent's problems. They highlighted a number of challenges facing them that prevent the member states' citizens from leveraging on intellectual property to better their lives.
Low agricultural yields, emerging lifestyle diseases, access to clean water and green energy are just but some of the problems that are faced by many African countries. As policymakers, the question that should be high on our minds is how we create an enabling environment to facilitate our citizenry to turn these problems into opportunities to innovate. Distinguished delegates, some of our challenges in our region's IP landscape include limited IP awareness, lack of infrastructure, and insufficient legal frameworks.
We need to panel beat our education system. As I'm suggesting, and this is a suggestion which the DG here and the chairperson shortly before we started, they shared with me is that we should start it at grassroots level and teach youngsters, especially our youngsters of today. They're much more vibrant than we were at our time. They grasp concepts much quicker than we did. So we believe that if they start being taught it at that level, they will grow up knowing what IP is.
Botswana is due to take over the chairmanship of ARIPO from Zimbabwe at this summit to continue and advance priority areas that can aid the creative industry to thrive and be as competitive as those in developed countries.
As a collective, we have the opportunity to exchange valuable insights, to chart the course to ensure that our vibrant cultural expressions, traditional knowledge, and innovative works become the foundation to create sustainable and vibrant business enterprises within our nations. Through ARIPO, we can shape policies that align with our shared vision of unlocking IP, the IP potential of this continent, that we are privileged to call home.
Botswana, through the able leadership of President Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi, has advocated for a knowledge-based economy and now stands positioned to carry forward that belief as it helps to strengthen intellectual property laws and to standardize the registration of trademarks across multiple markets. Solofela Tombali, BTV News, Gaborone.
The Northwest District Assistant Commissioner Ra Mogaupe Gaborekwe says the annual natural disaster management training is imperative to prepare for specific hazards that might occur, like floods. Gaborekwe expressed this during the Flood National Disaster Management closing ceremony held in Chanocha, urging the trainees to be resilient and patient, especially in the current trying times of climate change. Khomotseho John.
Mr. Gaborekwe says there is need to thoroughly train people to be able to execute rescue missions when disasters occurs, especially in the Ngamiland region, which is surrounded by wetlands.
Arineng pelotelele arineng boinelo a re direng tiro ya rona ka lorato le ha seemo sa loapi a kongwe se sa re favor.
Re itebagantse le dikgwetlho tse di a teng di ra apare tsa merwalela e le merwalela e ka dirwang ke dipula e le merwalela e leng gore ke a metsi a ra amogelang a tswang ko Angola mme go botlhokwa gore se ka ranyatsa re gongwe gompieno ga go ise go nne le metsi a kalo re tshwanetse gore at all times be re le ready a ke la bona gompieno na maloba re tswa mo weekend e hitileng re na le kgwetho mo maungo ngwana a heletse mo le dibeng and you are the same persons ba disaster ba e leng gore ke lona ba le thusa ka tsone dibouti tsone tse gore ngwana ya go bona.
Meanwhile, Northwest District Disaster Committee boat operator Mr. Edson Siseho says even though this training was a success, they encountered some challenges that hindered them from performing some of the activities.
Botiswela mo metsi la le mo metsi re le bo mechanic ba e swetse mo metsi ana la banka go ngwantse le mo nuke yana le kopana le batho ba o itse mo metsi go no hela ra thasela ra thusa.
Trainees expressed their gratitude towards this training, citing to have gained new skills.
How the flood batho ba sentse go ba move from one side to one side ha batho ba drownile sentse go re khona go ba thusa. So we do that through these machines. So we came here to learn how to operate these machines. But I think we did very well because now even the confidence is there.
It's exciting to kgetsa di boat. Lore go aparwa ya ha o tsena mo boat. Ha motho ha o etse mono ke o ntshiwa ya o tsenelwa jang go tshwerwe eng. Lore ba bangwe ba iketumetse te ba to ithuta se se ithutile.
This year's training had about 17 participants who were urged to be alert and prepared in assisting in times of crisis. Komtsago John, BTV News, Maung.
And the newly appointed Khansi Land Board members have been implored to strive to redeem the reputation of land boards and help restore Botswana's faith towards the work the land boards are mandated to do. These words were ushered by the Khansi District Commissioner Rekitumile Ramotadima during the members' orientation workshop held beginning of this week. Angela Nusa.
Land boards are tasked with land allocation and land management. However, controversies surrounding land allocation thwart efforts of ensuring all Botswana get access to land fairly. Land board members therefore have the duty to ensure they restore the reputation of land boards and assure the nation that they can carry out their duties in a transparent manner.
Botswana ba ga tshwara itse gore ka ha ba le bandi land board ka teng ka ha ba le ba Ministry of Lands and Water Affairs ka teng ga ba lebe ka litlholele gore le lentle but lina le lentle la itirelo a re ntshe maswe dinaleng a re ska ra ingathema a re ska ra ikabela a re direng hala ka tlhamalalo ka ha molao o buang ka teng so re lebelle melao mengwe leng gore ga e re ise gope ha molao o sa re ise gope re lwela go bona gore molao re ka o change ka tsela e ntsenya le hatse le ka tsholetsa itsholelo ha Batswana ba batla le hatse ba tshwanelwa ke gore ba hiwe le hatse a re hem Batswana le hatse economy ya rona e gole re kgone go compete le mahatshe a mangwe.
Tiro eo yang go e dira ke ya puso ga se ya gago ga se ya motho ke ya seshaba e dirwa ka manontlotlo e dirwa ka botlhaga e dirwa ka botswerere e dirwa ka bonnatla e dirwa ka bofefo e dirwa ka botho ga re batle corruption mo Botswana re gana nya ya banyana ha go buiwa ka corruption tshenyetso seshaba le ha tshele tlotlo.
Khansi Land Board Chairperson Mr. Moteti Gwadibe, who is on his third term, states that track record speaks volumes and assures they will continue to ensure they deliver during their current tenure.
Go na le di-waiting list tse di telele go na le dikgang tsa di-transfer go na le dikgang tsa di-appeal and disputes a dira gore waiting list tsa rona re di sale morago re eme ka dinao re di hetse mo re heletseng re na le ditsha tse e leng gore di teng re na le ditsha tse e leng gore di teng gompieno kono jane re na le ditsha ko Bere re na le ditsha ko qadi tse leng gore di emetse hala batho gore ba ka applyment gona le batho ba leng gore ba nnang ko di settlementeng ba leng gore ba nna mo merakeng jaanong batho ba o itlhala ile gore ga gona ka ba itseng ka teng gore land board setse gorogile ko bere setse gorogile ko khaga setse gorogile ko tsadi ditlhaeletsanyo ke gore go nne le thulaganyo ya gore batho list tsa batho di tsene mo di Facebook nako e santse le teng gore batho ba kgone go bona maina a bone nako e santse le teng.
Meanwhile, Khansi residents are implored to heed to land board's calls for plot allocations.
Batle go arabela ditsha tsa bone nako e santse le teng. Se sengwe gape le rona re tla go leka ditselana tse dintsi tsa gore ditsha tse di yang go abiwa di tsengwe mo maranyaneng gore batho ba kgone go bona gore go abiwa ditsha kae go di settlementeng di.
Khansi Land Board is well on its way to ensuring Botswana achieves the set target of allocating 100,000 plots before the end of this financial year. And indications point to positive outcomes as waiting lists in some areas in the district have been eradicated. Angela Nosa, BTV News, Khansi.
Meanwhile, the Silibepiko community has launched the Pane Worm Association, which is recognized as a game changer for the community and the country. The association is expected to shape up the economic benefication landscape of the Silibepiko greater area through a new model of harvesting and trading. Karol Mulusi.
The launch of Mopane Worm Association is recognized as a step in the right direction, reflecting on the highlighted age-old challenges endured by the harvesters and traders, disregard of environmental and natural resource conservation, associated crime, and the unequal distribution of economic benefits.
mme go ne go tlhoka yone tshwetso e tsatsi leno le kgobokanetseng ha kgotsa go tshwetso e le tsereng gore ga gona le se se ka re hemelang ga gona se se ka dirang gore phane ya rona e re boele mpho e re hilweng ke modimo e go teng phane e re tshetse e re tshidisetse bana e godise economy ya lehatshe la rona le toropo ya Selebapikwe ke gore jaanong re dire thulaganyo e tsatsi leno le kgobokanetseng gone sone se tsamaelana le yone thulaganyo ya puso ya ga Tautona ya gore Batswana se baka se tsile sa gore re tšhentšheng dikakanyo tsa rona
ha phane se mo ga o ta wa ra gore phane batho ba modimo e godile e kwa ba re ta go ile ba kana go ya gore jaanong phane yone ha ya re emela nako eo ke nako e re tolang mola rona re tola mola go tshwara phane ka gore ra gore le mo ga ka gore na re bereka ka re le mo ga gore ya re togela a gona gore ka e tshwara ntle ha ba ta go dira di permit kwa rona phane sa mai yaanong a gona gore e bonang teng ke sone se se re tudisang molao yaanong re ne ka kopo re kopa gore ba re ithaganelele.
Mopane worm is a diamond to our lives as Botswana. It is a source of income, source of foreign exchange, simple source of food. Re itumetse ba gaetso mo letsatsing la gompieno o ka re modimo o ka re utwa re eletsa Batswana botlhe ba ne le kgatlhego ya gore ba ka joina mokgatlho wa rona.
The achievement also serves as the foundation for the commencement of a series of reforms on regulations and setting up value chain enterprises for optimum socio-economic benefits of Mopane harvesting and trade.
A ga re tsa masho ja serious jaaka diteemane le ditswa mo ntse dingwe le bo mantenyana a modimo ra hila la rona. I'm a part of the natural resources diversification drive ya rona. It's a moment in Mopane a trade ya rona is super serious sustainability.
The success of the Mopane Worm Association will fulfill the country's obligation in the realization of the national and global sustainable development goals on production and consumption. Karabo Mulusi, BTV News, Silibepiko.
You're watching BTV News and thank you for staying with us. Now, the BOTSWANA mine has donated 750,000 pula to Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics, or STEM rather, hub at Makgadikgadi Junior Secondary School in Musu. This is done to augment government's efforts towards a knowledge-based economy and digitalization. Now, the BOTSWANA Orapa Letlakane and Damtsa Mine Senior Mining Manager Rep Pabalelo Nkwalume says the aim of the STEM hub is to ensure that students have access to ICT to help enhance learning.
The Makgadikgadi Junior Secondary School teachers and learners brimming with confidence and happiness as they receive the STEM hub, which will play a meaningful role in encouraging learning and participation in science, technology, engineering and mathematics subjects, which are the most critical career paths in this era. This is the main reason BOTSWANA and its business partners saw it fit to donate the hub equipped with computers, internet, TV set and a printer.
A decision was taken to design, build and equip a STEM hub and many other science, technology and engineering empowering skills, tools and resources. The hub, once fully functional, is expected to create a center of students of Makgadikgadi Junior Secondary School, which will improve their engagement and familiarity with STEM products and devices, improve educational results, and empower and promote tech-savvy students.
The hub is well appreciated, as with it comes a world of opportunities.
We will give you value for your investment as time goes on. The handing over of the STEM hub is a great milestone and a feat that we shall forever cherish. To you, the BOTSWANA Mining Department and your special partners, what you did for us is true and spot-on investment in education.
It's youth-friendly, student-friendly. Computer
The village leadership also commends BOTSWANA and its business partners for the good gesture.
BOTSWANA le partners tsa gagwe le lona ba bereki ba mine gore tiro e le dirileng ke tiro ya e tona ke dumela gore re le batho ba mosu re le bana ba mosu ba tsena sekolo Makgadikgadi le tiseditswe mphoela e tona e leng gore e tla le thabolola hela ka di buidisa le ka di buile gona gore gore maduo a tla nna botoka.
The school was urged to fully utilize the facility valued at 778,000 pula in order to fulfill government ideals of a well-rounded learner who is techno-savvy. Sebetsen Tebogo, BTV News, Mosu.
The Choppers Group of Companies has rewarded over 250 of its long service employees who have shown dedication and commitment for the past 10 years and more in Gaborone. The awards included, amongst others, Long Service Meritorious Awards, Exceptional Performance Awards, Best Short and Long Distance Driver Awards, amongst others. Mujari Mukibelo.
The mood was jovial on the night. Choppers saw it fit to recognize and award its employees who have gone over and beyond to ensure they deliver. Over the years, having shown commitment and dedication to their jobs, their sweat and devotion has grown this company to the business giant it is to date.
I just worked hard.
Kana go etela mo seemong se go supa go bereka ka bonako nna especially ke rutwetsa basha gore ga gona sepe hela se o ka se bona mo botshelong without working hard. It's better for you to work hard to achieve something in life.
Se ra gore ba bangwe ba ithute ba tswang go tlase ba ithute ka nna le bone re ka mosobe ba magala
hard work does indeed pay, and these awards are testament that deserving employees will be rewarded.
To you, the stars of the night, keep the service baton burning so that when you give it to the next generation of employees, the spark is still there. Ladies and gentlemen, hard work will enable you to prosper beyond the realms of your imagination. The fact that you are receiving your 10-year Excellence Awards this evening shows that indeed your resilience was not in vain.
This gesture is just to encourage all our associates, all our colleagues across the organization. This year we invited Choppy's representatives from other countries as well.
The initiative complements government's desire to achieve the mindset change agenda.
And I cannot conclude my remarks without reiterating His Excellency's marching orders to us, BOTSWANA as a whole, that please let us change the way in which we do things, be hungry for the best and aspire to be the best, aspire to give out the best output so that this country as a whole can prosper.
The 250 employees who were awarded are from different Choppy stores across the country. Moja Timu Kibelo, BTV News, Gaborone.
Chobe District commemorated the International Men's Day, and this year the Chobe DHMT organized a men's conference at Kazungula village where various speakers came to give motivational messages as well as a health screening for sugar diabetes and high blood pressure. Kialeboga Eule reports.
This year's International Men's Day was held under the theme Zero Male Suicide, which highlights the importance of helping men and boys to manage their mental health. The number of male suicide cases in the SADC region is said to be a cause for concern, and this calls for action from all stakeholders.
Zero female suicide. Yari zero male suicide e bua le borre ka gone gore go lemogile gore dipalo tsa borre go lebega e le bone ba ileng gore ba ikgapela matshelo mo kgaolong ya rona hela ya SADC kampo ke re Southern Africa go supagala yalo gore re eteletse pele re le lehatshela BOTSWANA ka go ikgapela matshelo borre ikemeleng ka dinao lo nne borre ba ba mutia ba ileng gore ha lona le mathata lo tla go bona ba ga kuludi ga lo kitla lo arara bolla ka go itebatsa ka sedidi sa bojalwa le sedidi tsa go sunetsa khete.
Being a father is beyond the maintenance or tang kgwedi le kgwedi. I get so le borre, please let us, in our maintaining the children, let us also pay attention to the fact that we actually try to create relationships with our children.
Men have been encouraged to seek psychosocial support whenever they are faced with challenges, rather than resorting to alcohol and substance abuse, which are detrimental to their mental health.
Go tilo re change ka ha re akanyang dio ka teng ka ha re dirang dio ka teng ha ile gore ke le rene ke atle ke akanye gore go sika to seek health services ke dio tse leng gore hanga ka di dira ke akanye se shanong
rutina bua ka dikgantsa tsa gore re ba sireletse re ba priesti re ba thokomedi sonzo re thokomela malapa a rona jaaka ke le sekao ke le monna o nyetse ba taona sekao mo banneng ka kakaretso. We need to change it totala se se tona ke mindset change la gore a re tswe mo go khontshong a re tse boikarabelo ja go godisa setšhaba banna totala responsibility ya rona intsi go eta bomme.
International Men's Day is commemorated every year on the 19th of November to shine a spotlight on men and bring to the forefront issues affecting them. Kialeboga Eole, BTV News, Kasani.
And now it's time for us to end our bulletin at this hour and have a look at our sports stories. Hoping, Morena, you've got stories, news about the game.
Yes, I'll keep you in touch about the results in Francistown.
All right, look forward to hearing more. That's how we end it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kailo Sabwane. This is In Context, a sports update brought to you by Toto Kosumore. Thank you for joining us. Let's jump straight into our top story this afternoon. Former local boxer Lechezane Master Luza says he has gained a lot of knowledge from the Innovation in Action program, which was organized by the Institute of Management Development in partnership with IOC and UEFA. Luza pointed out that the program will help in exploring fresh ways and ideas to reinvent the customer and the fan experience in sports and entertainment. Khomsa Sofako with more.
As sport continues to grow in terms of technology, administration, and competition, sporting association and governing bodies do not want to be left behind, as they are busy upskilling their workers to be on par with the new changes, rules, and governance. Locally, efforts are being made to give sport leadership a chance to expand their knowledge, as is the case with former national boxer Lechezane Luza, who continue to sharpen his skills.
Master because of my master fitness gym e be le gore ke tlhalosa gone gore ke dira mo society ke sidila bagolo le bana le batshamiki le gone go supporta my case go supa gore ke dirang as a former Olympian ka o itse di Olympic they about the joy of effort, about friendship and botsala, they're about education. So ke tsone dio tse le ba di khatlhegela thata gore ha go to you an Olympian a me o tshela botshelo ba teng me ke dumela gore tsone tse ke di dirang ne tsa ba khatla e be ke nna mongwe wa bana ba tlhophiwa gore ba tla tsenela program ya Innovation in Action.
The boxing mentor who produced Olympians and African champions also played a major role in training Kiamogetse Kinosi to become the first ever Botswana female boxer to compete at the Olympics.
Ke kholo hela thata mo go nna intliseditse kana imthutile dio tse dintsi ka gore ne re kopane le batho ba harologaneng ba ba tswang ko maphateng a harologaneng go le ba dibanka go le ba UEFA go le ba IOC ba bangwe ba tswa mo maphate a tshwale bo cyber security yalo so ne re abelana megopolo so go nkgoditsela thata ka gore ebile ne re sa e hela re rutiwa ne re ta re nna ha tse re dira tla ka megopolo e leng gore mo go teng innovation le ta ka mogopolo ela o fresh o leng gore la o godisa bele o supporta le go presenta gona le ba e leng gore ne ba tlhola.
In 2002, Luza put Botswana in the world boxing map, becoming the first Botswana to win silver at the 2002 Manchester Commonwealth Games. He also competed at the 2004 Athens Olympics in Greece and has since dedicated his life to boxing over the years. His efforts did not go unnoticed as he won the 2019 BNSC Coach of the Year Award and 2022 Botswana Boxing Awards Coach of the Year.
Maikalo a me ke gore gone mo page ya me ya Master Fitness Center mo Facebook mo Instagram ke nne ntse ke bua ka ditutego tsene tseo ke nne ntse ke godisa ba bangwe mme ya ka tsetseletsa ke bereka le batho ke bereka le bana ba ileng gore ke a ba godisa ke so se ke nnang ke bua ka sone go ba ruta tsone tsamaiso go ba ruta leadership to lead by example e botlhokwa ba go i-branda yalo ka bona ke le Master Fitness ke supa gore go botlhokwa gore batho ba go bone bile ba itse go bona kae jalo jalo.
Master, as is affectionately known in the boxing circles, has also graduated with the Master of Science in Advanced Sport Performance, an achievement which will go a long way in helping to take local sport to greater heights. Khomzo Sefako, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And then volleyball news. Kutlwano ladies booked themselves a spot in the finals of the Botswana Volleyball Federation Golden Cup after defeating BDF6 by 3-2 in the semi-finals played at SSKB courts over the weekend. Ryan Kangwanyan and Tlamelo Monsusi has the story.
BDF6, who went into the semi-finals after beating Sebokeng 3-0, won the first set, claiming it 25-21. In the second set, Kutlwano, who made their way into the finals by beating UB 3-0, refused to lie down as they won the second set 25-19 to make it a set apiece. BDF ladies regained control of the match, and that proved vital as they claimed the third set 25-21. As the Fat Lady was just about to sing, Kutlwano regained their momentum and forced the game into the fifth and deciding set after coming back from behind for the second time with a 25-14 scoreline. In the deciding set, Kutlwano showed their experience as they easily won by 15-6, booking a spot in the finals of BVF Golden Cup.
ke tla re win ka how curtain di mistakes tsa rona tsa di service. We lost about 8 serves ka the first set. Even the second one, I think it's something we about 7 or so serves. But then you really cut her. Have a one mobile monobali. Can at first they were not mobile. Happy rules are one any di ganela tatamu muniti. So after barare, but it's a 3-meter line. The setter was mobile. That's how we were able to win the game.
Game in it's by the set. Other team, it's a set because they deal accordingly. From there, the other one, yeah, back and the mistake it's a then a billion it's a set. Our main letdown in our receiving department. First our 9 year class of which my ladies gave is what once was our take. Moralo Abono class. Pass our 9 year collapse, 6 our 9 year collapse. Officials are making team on a good we ready mistaking at the Dinsignalo. How can I want to specify as a corner and Totahu?
In the other games played today, Police 6 beat Kalavango by 3 sets to 0 with score lines of 25-20, 25-18 and 25-11. On the men's side, just like the female counterparts, Police 6 beat Kalavango by 3 sets to 1, registering a scoreline of 25-18, 21-25, 25-14 and 25-15. Tlamelo Montsusi, BTV Sport, Gaborone.
And lastly, the match between this national team, the Zebras against Guinea, is ongoing, and that 0-0 draw within 28 minutes into the first half. You can watch the game on BTV1 DSTV channel 219. And that's it from In Context Sports Update. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. In Context, continue on the other side.
Gusi Ideas Festival is here and it is massive. Botswana and Gusi are leading the way to reshape Africa's ambitious dream towards sustainable development. The time is now for the continent to own its vision and aspiration. It's a new Africa beaming up with fresh ideas. Botswana is offering a platform to drive the continental agenda through Pan-African collaborations, knowledge sharing, and the use of media platforms. The Gusi Ideas Festival, an agenda that serves as an ideas transaction market for the challenges facing Africa.
Uncharted Africa has one of the iconic camps in Botswana, the Jack's Camp, just a few kilometers away from Gweta village in the Makgadikgadi Plains. It is named after the famous explorer Jacques Bosfield, who passed on the legacy to his son Ralph Bosfield. Jack's Camp has become a unique safari for tourists. It's not a surprise that one of their tour guide, Super Sunday, and CEO Ralph Bosfield are named the 2023 Best Guide in Africa by the British magazine Tetler Tour Guide.
It's something that motivates, but it doesn't change Super. I will remain the guide that I am, that takes people out there. I mean, winning the African Best Guiding Award does not change anything to me, but the real fact is that to all my colleagues around, if you are competent, you don't need to compete with other colleagues, but if you are very good at sharing your information, downloading your emails from the skies, the ground, or whatever is around you, interpret it before your guest asks and give those information, creating long-lasting memories that will bring people back, or when people goes back, they give the feedback to their agents as to how you treated them here, how much you educated them with your surroundings. People will vote for you. It comes with hard working, solid number of years of repeating and researching, finding out more about your job.
For over 32 years, the Sinyawe born has not just become a tour guide in the Makgadikgadi Pens, but an encyclopedia. His passion for guiding, research, and vast knowledge of this challenging and unique environment is amazing.
You know, let's look at it from a broader picture of, we are sitting right here, this is the desert, which leads us to ending up dealing with the most amazing adaptation of animals, that the same animal that you're seeing in the Okavango Delta, Chove, when you move to here, the behavior is completely different. It's like being in a complete different world. Here we're dealing with very intense, extreme weather fluctuations, whereby animals are dealing with very, very high temperatures, which can lead to lethal. If those animals were not able to actually control or regulate their body temperatures, they will die.
Super's love for the Makgadikgadi Pens is written all over his face.
Oh, there's been a great thought from so many people's minds that there's not much out here. But to be honest with you, if you were to be led by me on a safari, I will take you out there and show you more species than you will ever see elsewhere. Here we can look at the squirrel, look at the meerkat, look at the hyena, look at the wildebeest or zebra. Go into details about that amazing life form that you're seeing in an